Gaffer, obviously with just one game to focus on this week, how good has it been to have that week with the lads?
Yeah, really good. We've had a tough couple of weeks. Saturday, Tuesday, kind of with the same sort of small squad really, with the kind of injuries we've had. So it was nice to sort of on the back of a win to rest properly, and then obviously get a bit more work into the lads. A lot more information's got in. Because ultimately we still need to be miles better in terms of our performances. I think we started off performance-wise really well at the start of the season. Probably didn't get the results. The last one we probably haven't played, anywhere near what we're capable of, but got the result, which is great. So performances need to improve. So we've been obviously looking back at that and looking how we can improve going forward. So it's been a good week for that really.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something like after the Colchester game, 21 days into the season, 6 games done. For the limited bodies that you've had available as well, how well have those group of players done?
Yeah, fantastically well. To get through that amount of games, somewhat, like Tom who come in and didn't really have a pre-season, and he come in straight off the bat of it. We've had quite a few injuries in that period as well. Which has been unfortunate, been a bit of bad luck. We just have to kind of ride that wave a little bit at the moment. A lot of it's been innocuous, a lot of it's been, it's not, you couldn't have been helped sort of thing. So, we've just gone for a real bad period of picking up injuries and to pick up a couple of wins in that. That's been great. You look at Saturday, we were quite light in numbers. Even sort of Ben weren't probably fit enough to be on the bench. Woke up on Saturday morning, so it's one thing after another. The last couple of weeks. So for the lads to go out and perform, or put the reaction in that we needed to get after the Harrogate game and go and win a game of football, and how hard they worked for that. Like I said, I don't think it was anything to shout the rooftops about in performance wise, but. If you don't play particularly well, but you grind out results, that's a fantastic sign, especially for me, because I know there's loads of improvement in each individual, in us collectively. So we've it's been good that we've had a free week to rest, and I think I'm pleased that we've only got one Tuesday game in the next 3 or 4 weeks, which helps, and a couple of players are 2-3 weeks away, or a couple of weeks away. So they don't miss too many more games of football, which is important. We can start getting them back, and that'll massively help me to pick a team. Because at the moment it doesn't matter if you have a bad game, kind of thing, because you're pretty much staying in the starting 11. So that sort of obviously that squad, sort of. Looking over your shoulder, I've got someone, breathing down my neck to get back into the team. Your players need that as well. So I'll be looking forward to getting those back. And so in that aspect, it's been a good week. Back on the training pitch, put a lot of information on the lads, and hopefully we get a better performance on Saturday, like we have done at home. I think the support has been excellent as well, by the way, in the previous games. Really behind the team, and hopefully we get a good performance and a victory on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, like you said about Colchester, obviously not the smoothest performances, but still a lot to be pleased with in that performance. With it now being a home game coming up, is there a lot more emphasis on bringing that creative style to the team?
Yeah, absolutely. The goal we started on Saturday was fantastic. Something that we worked on pretty much the day before. We talked about. So that was pleasing to see. It was a really good, well taken goal. We didn't do that enough in the game. We only did that a couple of times because we, again, playing safe too many times. That's a carbon copy of a couple of goals we scored sort of last season. So still loads to work on. A lot more dangerous from set pieces. First contacts. Rag's doing that, then Shipper's been brave, obviously, to get the seconds. So there were positives in that performance. There weren't enough of it to maintain, us as an attacking sense in the game. It didn't really give us a breather, and we just seemed like we're defending all the time. And full credit to the lads, they stood up and defended really well. A lot of shots were from 20, 25 yards out. It takes a fantastic goal to score from them areas. So in that it was pleasing. But look, we need to be better. We need to keep the ball better. We need to be a lot more positive and aggressive. That's what we've been looking at and working on this week.
And I'm in looking at this Saturday's game with all the derbies now out the way. Fleetwood probably one of the closer teams to come to Hull Street. Does it feel like a good opportunity for the fans to continue getting really behind the team and create that extra bit?
Yeah, like indeed, if it gives an extra something on the game and the supporters get right after it, that's a massive bonus to us. I think the fans have been fantastic the first few games of the season. First few games of the season got right behind us. Even when we're losing games, to get back into games, or when we're winning games, to get us over the line. And if this kind of local derby gives that a bit more of an edge, then that's brilliant. We've come off the back of 2 wins out of 3, which is great. Up and down performances, can we find that consistency in our performances? And like I said, the fans have been brilliant. I thought we've done really well in our previous few home games. In front of them, and hopefully we can have another good performance and another good result on Saturday.
Perfect. Thanks,
mate.